technology like aerospace and analytical instruments, computers, and electronics. And one thing I'd love for you to keep your eye on is this 3D reprographics, or digital manufacturing, because that may be the wave of the future. And I see early signs of it through the YWCA and the Digital Learning Academy, where they're taking people as young as in the 9th grade and teaching them in partnership with Xerox on how to prepare three-dimensional advanced manufacturing with their machines. These kids are manufacturing all sorts of things. And what's interesting about this project is that if they stick with it and they stick with the company, they are, at the end of their formal education, given a job with Xerox. They can have a career, a lifetime career. So biotech, medical device manufacturing, they reflect the growth in the healthcare industry, which continues to expand, particularly here in California, because we have a very large, aging baby boomer population. So that will be extremely and vitally important for years to come. And of course, aerospace. We have unique needs here and need for increased efficiency. And this industry provides a great ability to invest in newer materials and processes. So that's why, you know, when you hear about a contract like Boeing coming into a community like Lancaster, that's why it's kind of, no, it's not kind of exciting, it is exciting. And those folks are all going to be able to go to work. So you have to have access to all kinds of capabilities, technologies, and I think that's where we, again, the government, your local government can play a part. Now a startup can turn into an incubator, and then you can have shared workspace. You all probably seen these things all over town called the creative office space, where you can go in and pay by the day, and you get phone, place to work, place to see clients, place to make phone calls, and you don't have to spend all your money, you know, paying rent every single day. It's an interim cost-saving solution. So while you're in the midst of building your business, you know, you can have a place to sort of park yourself, but you know, you don't spend all your money on that. And then you take that startup and then you accelerate it, and then you make it a going concern or an established business. The latest data that we've been able to find suggests that veterans make up about 10% of all business owners in the United States. So that's 1 in 10 of these veterans operate more than one small business. So if you've been in the military, you've probably experienced having different roles and different tasks to perform, learn how to tackle a problem from various perspectives, and have initiative and discipline. Those are all the things that anybody would be lucky to have as they start a new business. So you're already ahead of the curve. These are extremely valuable skills for entrepreneurs. So I hope and encourage that you will pursue your small business goals, and that you'll continue to serve our country by being a job creator and boosting the economy of your local community. And I thank you very much for your time and for listening to me today. Thank you. And I'll put my cards out in front on the table.
That's a hard deal, that
Rubbing it in about those business cards. Thank you. Big round of applause for Jan Perry. Thank you very much. Pleasure to have you here. Now listen, I want to defend General Gordon Bray here. He may be out of business cards, but he told me that he's going to be hanging out here throughout the whole 2 days. So I don't know if all of you were here earlier when I explained that we're kind of improvising and changing the schedule a little bit to adapt to the circumstances, but rather than have some of the breakout sessions that were scheduled, it's going to be a bit more informal. So I think the effect will be perfectly fine, and you'll get what you came for. And whether or not it's structured as a breakout session per se, you will have the opportunity to speak with the General and benefit from that exchange. Thank you again to Jan Perry. And we're moving on now to Rose Coate, who's the Director of Outreach for LA World Airports. Some of you people may already realize it because you're already focused on the world of business, but I think the average person just thinks of the airport as a place to go get on a plane, take off, come back, maybe spend 3 or 4 hours going through security, and that's about it. But actually, the airport is sort of a hotbed of commerce. It's an environment that's rich and multidimensional, all kinds of businesses going on. So it's very fitting that LA World Airports is one of our sponsors, and I would like to take this opportunity to thank them for their support and ask you to give a very warm welcome to the Director of Business Outreach for LA World Airports, Ms. Rose Coe.
Well, thank you for that introduction. And once again, my name is Rose Cody. I'm pronounced a little differently. I'm the Business Outreach Coordinator for Los Angeles World Airports, and that means that this is a department that administers LAX, Van Nuys, and Ontario for a short while. We're going to turn that back to Ontario in 2016. And we have property out in Palmdale, but right now it's not an operating airport. So I do have a PowerPoint for you, and hopefully we can bring that up. And I do want to show you some of the pictures of our beginning airport, which had started in 1928, and what's going on today, and what's going to happen in the future. So this is very important to Los Angeles area. We are a very huge economic engine, and increasing and growing our airport means more benefit to the community. Password protected.
Well, there is one that you're looking for the name,
Just a side note, this coming Thanksgiving, LAX is quoted to be the busiest airport in the nation. So, very busy. I came by there this morning, and there were a lot of folks there already.
I'm sharing a lot with you guys today. I want you to know that I had to use the computer this morning here at LNU because mine locked up when I got to California. So I figured it was the lack of humidity.
We're a little dry here, aren't we?